Yeah, how's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, man. Please like and subscribe. And so yeah, let's get started. So yeah, man, today I want to talk about Lara versus Jarrett Hurd. Yeah, man, I think it's an awesome matchup that's actually going to be going down, man. And I can't wait for it to happen. It's going to be going down April 7th, so about another 3 more weeks. And then it's going down, man. This is at 154. The winner most likely will be fighting Charlo. Yeah, man, it's gonna be an awesome fight, man. You got two guys that are hungry. You got one guy that's undefeated, being Jarrett Hurd. I feel like him and Jarrett Hurd had a brutal battle, man, with fucking Austin Trout, man. I mean, that was a brutal fight, man. I mean, that was no way to man, that was just so brutal, man. You know what I mean? It was just like one of those back and forth wars, man. I mean, he finally got stopped, but yeah, I think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be such a war as the Trout versus Hurd. And let's be honest, man. How much will that affect the Trout? How much is the Trout versus Hurd fight gonna affect the Hurd versus Lara fight? He took a lot of punishment, dude. His face was completely swollen, dude, and so was Trout's face, man. And it's just like one of those things, man. And that was in October 14th. So he's gonna have about 6 months in between him fighting, but that was a war though, dude. That was a war, dude. And they pretty much just stopped it because Trout was just taking so much punishment, but they both were. You know what I mean? And I don't know if Lara definitely been in a couple wars, for sure. For sure. He was in a war with fucking Angulo, man. That was a back and forth war, dude. But Lara beat Trout, actually. He beat him by unanimous decision. So yeah, I didn't even know. I forgot them two fought, man. I'm not sure how that fight went. Two southpaws versus each other, so that would have been interesting. It was a unanimous decision win though for Lara. Then Lara fought Canelo Alvarez after that. Lost to Canelo Alvarez, which was a split decision loss. A lot of people said that Canelo lost that fight and Lara should have won. Lara also lost to Paul Williams, had a draw versus Carlos Molina, had a draw technical decision versus Marta Rosen. And yeah, so I thought he had 3 losses. He only got 2 losses. So I didn't watch the Paul Williams fight. If y'all want to tell me how that fight was, it was a mid-decision win for Paul Williams. He actually got in a car accident or some type of accident, and he's paralyzed and he's in a wheelchair now. But I definitely seen some of the highlights of Paul Williams fights. He was a slugger, dude. And I started like physically watching boxing like right after the Paul Williams era, like in 2012. But I've always, hardcore watching it. I've always watched it, like Mike Tyson back in the day, and, Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, David Tua. I was a big heavyweight fan, you know what I mean? Not much for the little guys, but huge heavyweight fan, you know what I mean? Before anybody else. My dad used to throw fight parties at our house on the big screen. Them old school big screens that it took like 2 people to carry out the house, and it had like the speakers at the bottom. Yeah, we had that shit. So yeah, man, it was pretty sweet though, man. But yeah, man. With that being said, man, I would love to see how the rest of the fight will go. I mean, it looks like it's gonna be a great fight, man. And like I said, man. May the best man win, man. And You know, I mean, they both been in wars. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. Jarrett Hurd's been in less wars. You know, Lara just fought Terrell Gusha. He was an Olympian. Didn't place in the Olympics, but I'm pretty sure he was an Olympian. He beat him by a 12-round decision. Pretty easy decision. It was pretty much like 118, 110 on all scorecards. And he fought Yuri Foreman. So he fought he fought twice in 2017, once in 2016, and twice in 2015. So he's only been fighting about 2 times a year. After this fight, they both might fight one more time. So, you know, this would be, you know, if Lara fights again after this fight, which it's not promised that you're gonna actually walk away from the fight, but God willing, he'll fight again. You know, so that'll be 2 fights. He's been pretty much fighting 2 times a year lately, 1 or 2 times a year. That's a lot. That's actually a lot when you're managed by Al Haymon. You only fight about twice a year. You rarely get 3 times a year, dude. Rarely. You know what I mean? I know the guy Caleb Plant that comes right off top. He's actually had a lot of fights. I think he's been fighting more than twice a year. I know for a fact he's been fighting more than twice a year. You know, like I said, his debut was in 2014, and it's 2018. He's already got 17 fights. So yeah, man. Damn. In 2015, Caleb Plant. I don't mean to go off topic, but this is Al Haymon. Both Al Haymon fighters that are fighting, Lara and Hurd. So I'm just going on how much they fight a year. They don't fight that much. Caleb Plant fought in 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in 2015, 2016 3 times, 2017 2 times, and then 2018 1 time. So, hey man, I guess when you get to the elite, get to the elite level, you know, when you're starting to fight better opposition, I guess your fights go down. As you know, that's how Al Haymon's been doing, guys. You know, so. Hey, man, you know, like I said, it'd be a great fight. Can't wait to see it, man. And till the next time, man, let me know, like and subscribe. Please put your comment sections below. And till next time, peace.
You're going to make him fight your fight. How do you do that?
Well, you said it, Brian. It's no secret to how this fight is going to play out. Either Lara's going to box circles around me, or I'm going to be in Lara's face for 12 rounds, and he's not going to be able to do anything but eat my punches. And I plan on being Angulo times 10. You know, make him relive the Angulo situation, and I'm going to be in his face all 12 rounds.